Men, we're peeing all wrong, and judging by that splashback you just left, you know you are really. In a recent survey that broke down the urinary habits of 13 countries, the poll found that the Germans and Swedes were most likely to sit down to pee, whilst at the lower end of the spectrum, the UK, US, Mexico and Singapore were the least likely. In the US, just 10% of men said that they always sit down to pee even when they didn't need to poop, while 31% say that they never sit down, and 17% say that they rarely sit. Younger men were more inclined than older men to say that they sat down to pee, and less inclined to say that they never sit down to urinate. Whilst there is a term called Sitzpinkler in German, which mocks people who sit down to pee, most Germans let it flow, sat down that is, regardless of the insult. According to a urologist, sitting down is actually better for men as it can help them empty their bladder more efficiently. When you're standing, the muscles in your pelvis are tense, but as you sit down they relax, making urination faster and easier. This is of particular benefit to men as they age and possibly develop enlarged prostates. Enlarged prostates, in turn, can stop men from emptying their bladders fully, and this might result in problems, from urinary tract infections to bladder stones. Studies have actually looked into the topic of peeing standing up versus sitting, particularly focused on men with enlarged prostates. One study found that the patients with lower urinary tract symptoms were able to achieve a better flow when they made the extra effort to sit down. Here's what the authors said. We conclude that the sitting posture is the best position for men with urination problems, for example due to an enlarged prostate, whereas no difference was found in healthy men. This is clinically important, because residual urine may result in complications such as cystitis and bladder stones. While sitting is mainly of benefit to men with enlarged prostates, given that over 90% of men in their 80s have the condition, you might want to get used to sitting down while you're young. Sitting down is clearly better for hygiene too, in the same way that placing a hose in a bucket rather than waving it around like a lasso from a significant height causes less splashing.